Well, good morning, and we're glad that you're listening to our podcast. This is the feel-good way to start your day, and we're glad you are here for it. It's the Start Your Day Positive podcast for your Thursday morning. Hey there, I am Len.
And I am Sarah. Yes, thank you for starting your day with us, your feel-good way to start the day. We're excited. It's a little different for us. We are on the road today. We are actually... we're in London today. London, England. But hey, that's not stopping us. We might be across the pond, but we're still right here giving you your positive start to the morning. And some friends are going to help us out, and we're going to tell you about them in just a second. But before we do, can we go over Stump Day answer? Because I feel like I always forget if I don't do it first.
Oh, we have to. There's been a few times where we got carried away talking on the podcast. We forgot to do the Stump Day, and we always hear from people, I get it.
We always get messages, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I get it. And this might be my favorite Stump Day question of the year. I think this is such a...
Really?
Yeah, just because there's so many possible answers to it, I think.
38% of us are reminded we're out of shape when we do this. Yeah, you're right. There are a lot of possible answers to this. 38% of us are reminded we're out of shape when we do this. The answer is bring in groceries.
Those trips back and forth to the car and the steps.
Well, I am that person. I mean, my mama didn't raise no multiple trip grocery carrying.
Yes.
I am a one trip girl. So I literally will have 50 bags on one hand, carrying them in, no matter what.
Yes.
Why do I do that? I don't know.
Same. I do it, though. For me, it's a little, which is silly now because you do the same thing. For me, it's a little masculine exercise. It's like I should be able to carry every single one of these groceries in and tuck the laundry detergent under my chin and trap something under my armpit. And I should be able to do all of that in one trip.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. So there you go. Bring in the groceries was the correct answer. So congratulations to our winner this week. And we got to tell you, so we are having some friends of ours fill in for us for a couple things while we're gone this week. Josh and Hannah from River Radio are going to be giving you the news till next week.
Yep, starting tomorrow, Josh and Hannah, they're going to step in and they're going to give you the 3 things your friends and family might be talking about today. It's really good people, and they're part of a great radio group that covers almost the whole state of Ohio. So it's local, of course, 104.9 The River in Columbus, and then moving a little bit north where we used to have the Fish radio station. You've got 104.5 The River in Worcester, and they're just great. They do the morning show there, and you and I know them, and we thought, what can we do while we're gone? And they have such a good radio show that we said, let's give them a call and see if they'll step in and help us out with our podcast. And so that's what we'll be doing.
Yes. So very, very exciting. So today we're still going to do the news, but tomorrow you will have them and you'll love them too. So let's get today started.
Oh, wait, I have to say this.
Yeah.
Definitely say a prayer for Hannah because we need her to hold on. She's very pregnant.
That's right. I forgot. She's due any day.
That was part of the conversation. It's like, yeah, we can do it, but we can't make any guarantees.
Hold on for one more day.
Yes, there you go.
All right. Well, let's start today with a positive thought. I thought this one was good since we'll be navigating a lot in this new country we're visiting. Notice how GPS never says, made a mistake. It just says, recalculating route. Well, that's life.
No, I love that. I heard someone do a whole talk about that if we could view wrong turns in our life like a GPS and we didn't beat ourselves up with that, but just say, change your route, we would be much better off. That's beautiful.
Yep.
All right, well, we've got 3 things your friends and family might be talking about today.
More good news for coffee lovers. I love these kind of surveys. A new scientific review from the American Heart Association says drinking up to 5 cups of coffee a day, which is about 400 milligrams of caffeine, is safe for most healthy adults and may even lower the risk of several heart conditions. Researchers also found that moderate coffee drinkers may also have a lower risk of irregular heart heartbeat returning, challenging the long-held advice to avoid caffeine.
Well, that's something. 5 cups, that's a lot of coffee, don't you think?
Yeah. How many cups do you have? I have 2.
You know what? I'm a little disappointed in myself because back when we worked together at the radio station, I probably would nurse 2 to 3 cups of coffee during the morning show. Now I have about 1 coffee a day, and maybe after dinner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, see, yeah, I'm a 2 coffee girl, and I'm very particular. Like, my husband is very particular. He has an espresso that he loves, and I don't ever drink it. I have a French press, and I make my coffee every morning. So we'll have to see. Europe has some good coffee, so we may have to try some different coffees here too.
Yeah, I think that could be fun. So I can go both ways with that. Some of the nicer acquired coffees, when I sample them, I can see why people are into them. But I am the guy that still could pull up to the late night gas station and say, just fill her up. So I could go either way. Well, always fun when a new restaurant chain pops up. And this one is particularly interesting because of who's behind it. The founder of Chipotle thinks he can reinvent lunch all over again. He's Steve Ells, and he launched a new fast casual sandwich chain. I like the name. It's called Counter Service. Betting that fresh ingredients and high-quality sandwiches can do for deli food what Chipotle did for burritos. The chain has only 4 locations right now, but with Chipotle's track record, that should grow pretty fast. The plan is using new technology to speed up service while keeping the focus on made-from-scratch food. Els says that the goal is very simple: prove that real food can once again change the way Americans eat.
This is interesting. Counter service threw me because I immediately think of Disney World theme parks. Because counter service are the restaurants where you just walk up to and they call it counter service.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's interesting.
This guy knows his stuff.
Sounds good.
You know?
They know. I mean, yeah. If he created Chipotle or he's the CEO behind it. And are you iPhone or Android? It seems like once you decide, it's very hard to get people to switch, especially when it comes to iPhone. A new survey found that 87% of people buying a new phone were simply replacing an older iPhone. Another study found Apple loyalty has climbed to more than 96%. Well, it's a small percentage. Android users are about 4 times more likely to switch to an iPhone than the other way around.
That's interesting. I switched. I was an Android guy back in the day. You know that.
I know.
But, you know, my family, because of messaging, they pretty much pressured me to switch to the iPhone. And I love the iPhone. I don't know. I'd probably love an Android too. But what surprises me is when you are an iPhone user, you have a tendency to think almost everybody is.
Yeah.
And
well, almost everybody is.
I ran the numbers on this list. This is going to shock everybody. So in the United States, first of all, iPhone 58%, Android 42%. Isn't that a lot closer?
But if you do it by age, it's different.
Yeah.
I would, because if you went with Gen Z, I think you'd find, like, if you went with generational, Gen Z is going to be way higher with iPhone than Android, I feel like, than a boomer. I think more boomers have Androids.
Yeah, I know, but you got a big gap in between there. You're going from Gen Z to boomer.
I'm just using two people. And that may be that, but I'm saying generationally, I think the people who are using the Androids are a little bit on the older end from, like, the pack if you separate them out.
Worldwide, 28% of people have iPhones. 72% have Android.
That's crazy. I did know that. What is it in China?
That's why. Yeah. Because they have a very, very high-end phone, but it's not an iPhone.
Do they even allow the iPhone?
You know what? I would imagine so, because they make them in China.
Well, that doesn't mean that.
Well, that doesn't.
Shein is also made in China, and China doesn't let people buy Shein.
Is that true? Do you have
That is very true.
Do you have AI open?
I'm going to look right now.
Just find out. I think they can. I think they do.
Yeah, I watched a whole documentary on the Shein thing, and they do not let people in China buy Shein.
Really? Okay.
Okay, so can people in China?
I think they can. I'm sure they can
buy, and I don't know. They probably could. Yes, they are sold through Apple stores across main China.
Yeah.
So why is Android more popular there? So there's some brands in China that are huge.
One starts with an H, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, the Huawei?
Yes.
I don't know.
I guess that is the phone.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's an Android. And we don't have that one. So maybe if we had that one, we'd like it more too.
Right. I think we don't have that one because there was thoughts that there might be some spy information in our side. I don't know. What I like to do on our podcast, and I think people appreciate this, is give more questions than answers.
I just use Apple because I think it's easy.
Yes.
And I'm used to it. And I've used a Mac for years.
Right.
I was like an early adopter, and I've had a Mac, I can't even tell you how long. So it's just like what I've used. I think when you get used to something, it's hard to change.
Well, see, that's my big conundrum, is my computer starting to slow down. And I've always used a PC. All my editing software is on a PC. But my phone, and I have a tablet that are Apple. And so to marry them all might make sense.
And I just think for creativity things, Apple's superior. But that's me. And again, I'm used to it.
You love your Apple devices.
It would be so hard for me to go to a PC right now.
Oh, I can remember when you had a PC at the radio station we worked at. You were always saying, "Come here, come here, come
what
here.
do I do?
How do I save this? What do I do?" Yes.
Oh, it's so funny when you get used to something.
Yeah, it is.
We've got that joy down in our heart. Start your day positive with Len and Sara. We've got that joy down in our heart. Start your day with Len and Sara. We got that, we got that, we got that joy.
Well, I was talking to her friends at Mosaics Christian Gifts and Books, and I think one comment that they get a lot is people will say, wow, there's not a lot of Christian bookstores anymore. And it's true. There's not a lot, but that's why it's so cool that Mosaics Christian Books in Menor is still here. It's still around. And it's huge. And there's such a big selection. We've heard people time and time again say, this is such a great place to go where I'll just take a day trip. Me and my friends will go shopping, then we'll go eat. Men are so big, we'll go have lunch the same day. It's awesome.
It is true. If you love to read, you could spend all day at Mosaics because they have so many books and they're always being updated with the very latest. And then if you are really into studying the Bible, there's no better place to go. You know, if you go online, like if you go to one of the big online stores, you can't really look through the books, right? You can pick one out and say, maybe that's what I want. At Mosaics, you could just spend all day there, whether it's a Bible atlas or some kind of study book or all of the different Bibles. I mean, honestly, you could just stay there until you found exactly what you're looking for in companion study materials as well. So that's just one of the reasons I encourage you to stop by Mosaics. It's a wonderful store. Good people too. Joe and Betty, who own the store, salt of the earth. Well, you should be, right? If you own a Christian retailer, you should be salt of the earth. Where's Mosaics? It's right on Mentor Avenue across from Great Lakes Mall. You should check it out.
Tick tock, the time goes so fast. It happened today. Let's remember.
Well, today is July 23rd, and we're taking you back in time.
I think one of the biggest days in modern history. You could say that for a lot of things, but this is a biggie. 1903 was the year that the Ford Motor Company sold its very first automobile. Ford Motor Company delivered its first Model A to a Chicago dentist just weeks after the company was founded. He asked for the car. It was the beginning of the automobile industry, and of course, it changed our world. So the question is there another big change that's going to be happening? Will EVs take over the car market? Possibly because of a new breakthrough from Samsung. And I don't think many people have heard about this. Samsung has developed a new EV battery that has a 600-mile range, takes about 10 minutes for a full charge, and has a 20-year lifespan. And they plan to begin production of that battery late next year.
So we really are going to be driving electric cars soon if this is the case.
If they can have them priced similar to regular cars, why wouldn't you at that point in time? You could go 600 miles, and if you had to charge, you would stop by a charger, and it would take 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't do that?
And you are seeing chargers at more and more locations. And I think that's just going to grow, right?
I do too. It took a little slump because there was that government incentive to buy an electric car. That went away, and the industry just went for a while. Not a lot of them being sold. But when you have a capacity like this, so have you driven a pure electric before?
Yeah, I test drove a Tesla a few years ago.
Okay.
And it does take a little bit of getting used to.
Yes. I was up at Claiborne, our podcast sponsor. I tested it. It was a GT. It was a Mustang, and I did a Dodge Charger. I loved them both. I didn't know how I'd feel. I could switch tomorrow.
You've said that.
Yeah.
Well, in 2021, the Cleveland Indians announced the team would change its name to the Cleveland Guardians at the end of the season out of respect for Native Americans. It had retired its grinning Chief Wahoo logo in 2018. So a couple years later was the name change.
Yeah, seems to be people are a little relaxed about that this day. People have accepted the new name, but if you ever go to a game at Progressive Field, you will still see, I'm going to say 30, maybe 40% of the people, they do have a Chief Wahoo shirt. Have you noticed? Or it says Indians. Have you noticed that?
Who does?
Fans.
Oh, fans do. Well, yeah. Well, it hasn't been that long.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I still have tons of Indians gear.
Yes.
That
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to get rid of it, but I don't know if I should wear it, and I always end up it just sits in my closet. So
right,
I
think you're right. I don't think people necessarily, all the people are trying to make some sort of statement. It's just like, this was a cool shirt and it cost me $60.
Right.
I'm still wearing it.
Right. I feel bad wearing it. So I don't. But I'm like, I kind of liked it. It was a good shirt at the time. But,
if you go to a game, you're in good company. You're in good company. And today is National Peanut Butter and Chocolate Day. Obviously, when you think peanut butter and chocolate, you think the Reese Cup.
Yes. It's the perfect combo.
And Buckeyes.
I
the little Buckeyes.
Buckeyes. We're a Buckeye family here. It's probably my husband's favorite candy, chocolate, whatever. I love Buckeyes.
Is it fair to even ask if you could only have one? Like if there was a law that said you can only pick peanut butter and chocolate, Reese Cups or Buckeyes, what would you pick?
Buckeyes.
You would? I would pick the Reese Cups.
Really? To me, there's not much difference. But I think the chocolate, Buckeyes are usually homemade too.
That's the nice part. And around Christmas, you get a lot more of them. The Reese Cups, though, as you know, I put them in the freezer. And so the preferred method, just in case people are interested, grab yourself a Reese Cup, drop it in the freezer. Has to be in there 10 minutes at least. Take it out. It's frozen. First thing you do, you eat the chocolate around the rim. It's kind of like eating a pretzel when you eat around the pretzel.
Yeah.
You eat the chocolate around the rim. Then after that, you can eat the rest of the Reese Cup. That's the preferred method.
But why is that so much better?
Frozen. There's just something about it.
Oh,
it's
see,
much
I feel like I
better.
don't like the frozen. Like my cousins used to always put ho-hos in the freezer.
Really?
And eat frozen ho-hos. That was a thing. And I was always
try
like,
that.
that just makes them hard. And
I'll try that. I have not heard of that.
see, I don't like crispy chocolate chip cookies. I like everything soft. And so it's like, I would melt my chocolate chip, or I'd melt my Reese Cup.
Reese Cups.
I
That's
would put
fair.
it in
So
the
you
freezer.
like if you would put a chocolate chip cookie or one with a Hershey Kiss in the middle, you like it right out of the oven. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't even
it's-
like the cookies with the Hershey Kiss in the middle because to me, it's like two different textures. It's like you got this soft cookie and here comes this hard Hershey Kiss and you're like, I was enjoying the softness. So when I was a kid, I just used to eat around the kiss and I'd give the kiss back to my mom.
Yes, that's funny. I hear you. You're too young, I think, to remember that epic Reese's peanut butter cup commercial, but really I think it made them famous. Have you ever seen the commercial where two people are walking down the street, one person is just minding their own business, eating chocolate, and the other person has a jar of peanut butter. They run into each other. Whoa! The chocolate flies up in the air, lands in the peanut butter, and the one says, "You got peanut butter on my chocolate." The other one says, "You've got chocolate on my peanut butter." Then they both take a bite at the same time, and that's how the Reese Cup was discovered.
Or that's the story, right?
That's the story.
It's encouraging, uplifting as I drive to work.
I just started smiling on the way into work, and it totally changed my perspective of the day.
You know, here on our Start Your Day Positive podcast, we really do believe that one great idea can change the direction of your day. It can sometimes change the direction of your life. Each week, we're sharing a practical takeaway from a book that has inspired us that we want to share with you. You don't have to read the entire book to benefit from it. But if you'd like, we've got some exciting news for you. Thanks to the author and the Changing Lives Foundation, we are giving away 1,000 free copies of this month's featured book. It's called Inviting Genius. So if today's takeaway speaks to you, good news, you can request your own copy on our website while they're still available for you.
All right. Today's topic: curiosity changes conversations. So one of my favorite ideas from Inviting Genius is this: when we get curious, instead of defensive, everything changes. One of my favorite quotes is from Walt Whitman, and it's, "Be curious, not judgmental." So think about it. When someone disagrees with us, our first instinct is to often explain our side of it or prove we're right. But what if instead we paused and asked one more question? What if we tried to understand before trying to be understood? You know, curiosity has a way of lowering defenses. It helps people feel heard. It opens the door to better conversations, strong relationships, even better ideas. And you don't have to agree with someone to genuinely be curious about how they got there. So today's challenge: the next time you find yourself in a disagreement, whether it's at work or at home or even over something small, try asking one thoughtful question before sharing your opinion, right? Pause. Ask a thoughtful question before sharing your opinion, because you might discover that understanding someone else doesn't weaken your perspective, it strengthens it. So if you enjoyed these ideas, we'd love for you to enjoy your own copy of Inviting Genius. Again, thanks to our author and publisher, we're giving away 1,000 free copies while supplies last. Just visit our website, startyourdaypositive.com, to get yours.
Hey, I want to give you a perspective on something. Think about how nervous you are when you go to high school. When you go to high school, you're you're a freshman, and then you get a little more confidence as you go through the school year. You know, by the time you're a senior, big time. So a lot of time passes between being a freshman and a senior in high school. So 4 years, it's kind of a long time. Now, Sarah, how does that illustration connect with our podcast sponsor, Universal Windows Direct?
I don't know. You're going to have to tell me. I'm like trying to think, wait a minute, a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
Connect the dots.
How many years are you in high school?
Oh, I should have known this. 4 years. That means
Right.
the amount of time you're in high school, that's how long you have to pay off your new Windows at Universal Windows Direct.
At 0% interest. Does that give you some perspective? You could buy your Windows as a freshman, and you have until you're a senior and graduating to pay them off.
Only you would have that correlation. I love it, though. But yes, you have that long to pay off your Windows, and buy 4 Windows, get 4 free. So that's an credible offer. And at Universal Windows Direct, they have their exclusive Super Spacer technology. They'll come out and do a free in-home estimate. Tell them Len and Sarah sent you. You will be saying, "I love my Windows," universalwindowsdirect.com. Well, I hope you're off to have the best day today. And hey, if you're interested in our travels to Paris and London and what we'll be up to, you can follow us on social media, the Len and Sarah pages. So if you just go to Facebook, we're Start Your Day Positive on Facebook and on Instagram as well. And we'd love to stay connected. And of course, we'll be updating you throughout the trip as well. We'll be right back here tomorrow.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun. And you know I'm going to do everything in my power to talk with the people on the streets and bring a part of that back to you as we update you on our podcast about our trip. But that's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I love people. I love meeting people. I love hanging out with people. I love hearing their story. And it's really fun when you're in a different country and you're the guest and they're the host. And so let's make that our prayer. Let's make people our prayer. Heavenly Father, today, help us remember that the people around us are never interruptions. They're opportunities. Slow us down enough to notice the person you place right in our path and fill our hearts with kindness and patience and your love. Whether we're at home or at work or traveling, help us reflect your love in a way that we speak, serve, and care for others. And may every conversation point someone a little bit closer to you. In Jesus' name, amen.